Today was good. You know, got 2 great starts. Qualifying was just all right. I think I was 20th from qualifying, so I didn't have the greatest gate picks, but I was able to actually. First moto, I got a great start, and I think I was maybe 5th or 6th, and I ran there for a little bit. Just these first few races, I mean, it's just gnarly to go from amateurs and then race these long races. So the biggest thing for me is just going to be getting used to these long motos. So for my goals right now are just get good starts and just run up with those guys as long as I can, and that's what I've been doing. So first moto was good. Got a good start, like I said, ran 5th or 6th, I think, for a little bit, and then ended up getting 14th. And then second moto again, I actually almost hole shotted, and I think I ran 3rd for like 7 or 8 minutes, and then went back to 5th, and then ran 5th for a while too, and then ended up dropping back to 12th. So all in all, good. It's a good weekend. I mean, I know my speed's there, and I know what I need to work on. Just, you know, get used to these longer motos, and I think next year will be awesome. First moto, kind of went alright. I was struggling with arm pump the first half, and then picked it up the second half and got 8th. And then went out for the second moto, got off to a really bad start, and then picked it up. I started picking people off. I think ended up 6th, so 8-6. I have no clue what overall, but yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. But come in Ironman ready to win.
Hey, these last few weeks have been good. You know, you've built, you're in the hunt still, you're a top 10 guy. Has something clicked, or is it just taking a little bit to figure everything out?
Just taking a little bit. Just taking a little bit to get going, but I don't know. I like the bike now. I mean, I'm vibing with the bike pretty good. And, yeah, I gotta say, just watch out for next year.
Today was tough. You know, with the first turn pileup, didn't help. And I put my head down. Had a lot of passes, came back to 6th, and then second moto collided with Al, and another bad start. So, you know, it was a tough day. You know, put 2 solid motos together. And I came from the back both motos, but I was stoked to obviously win the championship, and I come back to 3rd that second moto.
Hey, no unfinished business now. 2 Supercross titles in this. Knowing everything that's happened in the last like 6 months, how does this feel?
It's honestly a dream come true. You know, outdoor titles I think are a lot harder than Supercross, so I'm pretty stoked. 2 titles in 1 year, and you know, captain of the nations. It's honestly unbelievable. You know, since I was a 4-year-old, just wanted to ride my dirt bike. This is what I dreamed about. So I'm pretty stoked with how it all went down. It's honestly a dream come true, and you know, we're gonna make the most of it.
Today was good. I think my riding was a lot better. I think at Unadilla, when I was able to get out front in the first moto, I was watching tape, and really a lot of the times I was leading a little bit at Muddy Creek and High Point earlier in the year, and I just kind of get out front and I kind of throw my technique away. I think if you watch Webb and you watch me in that first moto at Unadilla, at least what I saw, he's going really the same speed as me, but it looks like he's kind of, you know, it looks like he's riding at 80% because he's riding the bike technically better than I am. So I watched a lot of tape this weekend. When I was able to get the starts today in the first and second moto, I was just trying to ride a little bit more efficient. And that first one, man, I was close to my first motocross win, but was tipped over and caught back up to Alex, but just didn't have enough left in the tank to get around him. But props to him, he rode really good. And that second moto, I just told myself I'm going to get the start and just do the best I can, and I felt like I did that. I think there was definitely a couple lines that I could have, looking back, that would have made it a little bit easier on me, but you know, it is what it is, and we'll take the positives from today. And yeah, it's my best race of the season, but you know, like I said, I feel like I have the speed to be better than I am, to be on the podium consistently and even winning. And for me, it's frustrating not to be there, even though it is a better weekend, and I know I should be a little bit more positive about it. It's tough when it's right in front of you and you're just kind of missing it right there at the end of the moto, but you know, we'll get it dialed and go back to work this week and come out strong for the last race of the year.
Hey, working with Nick, how has that been? I mean, skill-wise, he's probably one of the best coaches to have.
Yeah, having Nick Way at the races has been huge for me. Obviously, I've had my dad for a long time, and I think it's nice to have somebody around that has been in the pro ranks and has ridden all these tracks, and he's really smart with lines, and just kind of he explains things to me in a way that a motocross rider would, and he's got a real good way of kind of, I guess, getting in touch with me. I guess that's what you would say, and kind of relating to me, and yeah, stuff makes sense, and obviously he's a cool and funny dude. It's nice and positive to have him around.
Hey, this is kind of a strange question, but it's been a theory that's been shot out there a couple different times, that some people think that like you're not pushing to 100%
right,
because you don't want to risk getting injured after so long. Is there some merit to that, or is it like if you go out thinking you're going to get hurt, that's when you get hurt?
I think inside I think if you look at, even if you look at, let's take Unadilla for example, last weekend, Cooper came up behind me and I kind of gave him a little look over to see kind of where he was, and see if he was close enough, and I said, you know what, I was getting a little bit tired, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna let him by. I'm gonna go to the outside and just try to follow him, and that was kind of a strategic thing for me. And what's inside of me is to fight him to death for the position, and that's what I've had to learn. That's different. When I get a little bit tired out here, or I'm not quite riding correctly, and I have guys passing me normally, and even at the beginning of the year, I'd pin it until I crash because I'm just competitive, and I cannot stand anybody beating me. But in a way, I've had to learn how to lose almost to my benefit. I know that I'm getting better, and even when some of these guys are passing me, I take it as a learning experience instead of, man, and then pinning it and crashing. So I think I'm riding smarter. I'm getting more mature. At the same time, I haven't lost any of my competitive fire. I still want to be the best, and I still know I will be.
Today was good. First moto, got a pretty good start, and just kind of rode. Wanted to try to conserve some energy for the second moto, so towards the end of the race, I just started backing it down, and had a pretty good battle with Osborne and Savachi and stuff earlier in the moto. But then I ended up losing track of them just a little bit, and got 5th. And then the second moto, I got a decent start. wasn't the greatest. I was probably 5th or so, and got into 3rd real quick, and just was riding behind Cincerillo and Savachi. And Savachi messed up, and I got him. And then I just kind of started chipping away at Cincerillo's lead, and I finally got him. And then I just led for as long as I could. It was super hot, and the track was brutal. I led for probably around 18 to 20 minutes, and then Osborne got me, and I made like a two lap charge back at him to try to get him back, and that was kind of the end of it. He pulled me a little bit, and I just really had nothing for him at that point. So got 2nd, which was good enough for 3rd overall. So it was good. This has been the toughest track as far as heat goes and humidity, I think, of the season so far. I mean, the track was pretty brutal itself, so it was a tough day.
Hey, has this come as easy as you thought? Has it been a little harder? Has it been pretty easy? I mean, for a kid to win and all that, that's pretty good. I mean, that's amazing. But like, did you think you were winning your first year? Everybody else?
I mean, I knew that I could get if I could get some podiums, that would be really good for my first year. And right now I have I think four podiums. I've had 3 in a row the past couple weekends, so that's really good. And just getting the consistency that I kind of lacked at the beginning of the season, and that's what's something.
That's great. It was hot, brutal. See, in practice I was 6th in the first session, and second session came out a lot better, just felt better, and I think actually I had the pole position for a couple laps, and then Cooper and Adam knocked me down to 3rd. So, either way, I was fine with that. There's quite a few good gates here, so. See, first moto got actually off to a great start, and me and Adam kind of battling it out, and it was fun. We were having fun together, and made a little bobble, and he gapped me maybe like 5 or 6 seconds, and then unfortunately, he went down and just kind of made my life easy, so I just kind of rode. I knew with how hot it was today, I was kind of trying to conserve energy for the second moto, so tried to be smooth and not use too much energy, and the lappers almost jacked me there at one point in the moto with like 4 laps left. Adam was able to get really close, but then it's pretty tough to pass today, so I kind of figured you really have to be close to make a pass, and I had a pretty good cushion on it. So pretty pumped to get another moto win. That's awesome. It seems like those were eluding me forever for a while. And then the second moto, just I don't know what happened on the start. It was Aaron, myself, and Cooper all 1, 2, 3 in a row, and like I almost took Cooper down. And I don't know if Aaron came into me or what happened. And luckily, we were able to come out decent. I think it was maybe 15th, and for how bad it was, because I could have been on the ground. And we just made our way up from 15th to I think 4th at the end. So a little bit of a bummer. Didn't know that I needed to pass Cooper to get the overall. I kind of was just like riding there at the end, you know. So you know, still got good points now. Second place in the championship, and I got a good gap on Joey. So there's one more race left. Let's try and finish it off strong.
I'm Zach. I'm sitting here, and I'm in a hat, a towel, and I don't have any underwear. My weekend was good because I won, so I can do those things when I win.
All right, how was it? I mean, first moto really good.
That wasn't good enough?
No, come on, we have to have more. He needs more.
Dang it. Yeah, the first moto was good, but I just I got hot like 9 or 10 laps in, and kind of I passed Joey once, and he passed me right back, and after that I just felt like I didn't have a whole ton of spunk in me, and kind of made a couple attacks, but just nothing ever worked out. And then in the second moto, he made a mistake early. I passed him, and then I saw it was Fortner and AC in front of me, I guess. And then, yeah, I just knew that I had to keep attacking. I don't remember where I passed AC. I made a pretty hard pass on Fortner, but it was kind of not one-liney, but there was one really fast line. Like you could change up, but you weren't going to do a whole lot of damage. So I tried. I wasn't even really close enough, but he was kind of dilly-dallying, and I hit him pretty hard and took the lead and tried to never look back because I knew he would attack me right back, and he did, but it didn't. He didn't get me, and yeah, pulled away and won.
Hey, so then those last few laps, like, did it sink in at any point? Like, oh God, I got this, or did you not really know?
No, I had AC as 2-3 because the last time I saw third place, it was AC, so I had him going 1-3 for the win, but he didn't even win the first moto, so I was completely wrong. And then I didn't really care. I was just going for it.
Can you really do the math like that out there?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at simple math. That's kind of my specialty.
All right. Last thing, this is really a big bounce back after the last couple weeks.
Yeah, it was. Last weekend was a nightmare. We haven't had. I mean, we've had some issues the last 3 or 4 weeks. We've been in the hunt all season, I feel like, but the last 3 or 4 weeks have been really tough for us. Yeah, last weekend was a huge disappointment. This week I stayed at home where my parents are from in Virginia, or where I'm from in Virginia, and at my parents' place, and just kind of went back to my roots a little bit. Rode a little local track and didn't do anything special. Did some nice bike rides with some friends and my trainer Ryan, and yeah, just kind of refreshing to get out of the rat race in California and do something different for a minute. So, you know, I knew it was going to pay off, but I didn't know that, you know, in this sort of dividend, I didn't know that it would net me a win.